the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass, time moves on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
All right, so today is February 27, 2025. It is 4:11 a.m. I got up like an hour ago, and my jury duty is over. I could say anything that I want, but I will not, because I just don't want to. The reason I did not want to record anything while the thing was going on is I don't think it's afraid. I just didn't want to say something that I should not be saying, and or to give myself work when I'm editing. So I was like, you know what? While I'm doing jury duty, I might as well not talk about anything, or don't even go on social media. I mean, they did tell us not to go on social media to post stuff about the case, but I took it a little bit further. I decided not to be on social media as much, but I could create videos. Again, there was no restriction of me not creating videos. I took it up on myself. But the thing with this is that it's very sad to, you know what? Let's forget about that. Let's move on. This is the background of the channel. I'm not expecting much because I haven't been posting that much. Mostly a screenshot on my community board. I think they changed the name, not community board anymore. I think they call it post or something. But this is the background. If there are any new subscribers, welcome. Analytics. I usually do this for record purposes. Okay, so 124 views in the last 48 hours. So while I was putting this list together, there's a lot of things going on, but I just ignore it. Those things seem so minuscule now. I don't even think I'll be doing videos every day anymore because I've been I changed my schedule from not being up all night. While I was putting this list together, I saw that Meghan posted something new on her IG. So the first video or the first thing that I'm gonna share will be I'll be going on her IG post to see what she posted because the squad tweeted about it, and I wanted to go on her IG account to see whatever I've missed. And the main reason I wanted to do this video is because yesterday I came across someone put a screenshot of either people, I think it's this one, US Weekly, about an interview that Harry did after the Invictus. So I wanted to read that. That's all I wanted to do in this video. But while searching for it, for the article, I came across these tweets. So that's why I'm gonna go over them. But first we're gonna go on IG, Meghan's IG account. All right, let me make sure I'm recording. Yes, I am. So I have it open. So for last time I was here. Okay, so I'm gonna go over all of them now. I think I've seen this. I don't think I've seen this. Let's see here. If there's music, I'm gonna change the music and manipulate it a little bit. Some of you probably already seen it anyway, so it's for my own, to keep me up to date. All right, let's see. Okay, let me pause. Okay, it says here the caption, get ready for a week of heart, hope, and heroes in action. Join us in cheering loudly and proudly to show just how much these competitors and their families mean to us. Okay, I didn't see that. It seems like it was before the Invictus or just around when Invictus was about to start. Okay. Okay, so there's a music that's showing support for her husband. Okay. Okay, so the music is still going on. So that's that. Let's see, what's the next one?
I was just told that something arrived.
Okay, we've seen this one. I'm going the wrong way. That's that. Okay, so this is the picture she posted for Valentine's Day. Back home, taking care of our babies and missing my Valentine as he continues on at the Invictus game, changing lives and reminding all of us of the power of healing and resilience through these incredible veterans and their families. Beyond proud of my husband and what he's created. My love, I will eat burgers and fries and fish and chips with you forever. Thank you for you. Love wins. As ever, Meghan. That was a little clue here. As ever. She sent us a clue. We didn't even know. Okay, as ever, Meghan. All right, so that was a week ago. I think we've seen this already. Let me pause. But this is just to refresh my memory and to be up to date. Okay. Right, so this is the next post. Her caption says, some of you may have heard whispered about what I've been creating. In 2 weeks, my series on Netflix launches, but there's something else I've been working on. I'm thrilled to introduce you to As Ever. That's the key here. My goodness, she was sending us clue from the last post she did regarding the Valentine's Day tribute to her husband. A brand that I created and I've poured my heart into. As ever means as it's always been, or some even say in the same way as always. If you've followed along since my days of creating the TIG, you'll know this couldn't be truer for me. This new chapter is an extension of what has always been my love language, beautifully weaving together everything I cherish: food, gardening, entertaining, thoughtful living, and finding joy in the everyday. I will keep sharing behind the scene tidbits with you here as we ramp up to lunch, and I can't wait for you to get your hands on everything we've been creating. Sending lots of love as ever, Meghan. So she'll be showing the back behind the scene of things. So she's letting us know. So let's listen. Again, you could just go on IG and watch it. Okay, but for me, literally, I'm watching these things for the first time, or maybe the squad have already shared them and I see little bits and pieces. But I'm just updating myself right now.
It's recording.
Okay. Okay, so it's Harry who's recording. You hear him in the background.
Cat's out of the bag. I'm shocked we've kept this a secret for so long. In 2 weeks, my show is coming out, which I'm so excited for. And also my business, which I think there's been a lot of curiosity about. Last year, I had thought, you know what, American Riviera, that sounds like such a great name. It's my neighborhood, it's a nickname for Santa Barbara. But it limited me to things that were just manufactured and grown in this area. Then Netflix came on, not just as my partner in the show, but as my partner in my business, which was huge. So I thought about it, and I've been waiting for a moment to share a name that I had secured in 2022, and this is the moment. And it's called As Ever. As Ever essentially means as it's always been. And if you followed me since 2014 with the TIG, you know I've always loved cooking and crafting and gardening. This is what I do, and I haven't been able to share it with you in the same way for the past few years, but now I can. So as things are starting to trickle out there, I wanted you to hear it from me first. Of course, there will be fruit preserves. I think we're all clear at this point that jam is my jam. But there's so many more products that I just love that I use in my home, and now it's time to share it with you. So I can't wait for you to see it. Thanks, guys.
You know what? Look how she's looking at Harry. You know what that reminds me of? Where Harry is recording this. The other brother, when Mother's Day came, remember that scenario with how they outed them, that they photoshopped the picture? So I don't want to go through all of that, but that's what this reminded me. Look how she's looking at Harry. This is so cute. Okay, so let's go to the... Okay, she posted this. I think I've seen part of this before, and I said something, oh, look at Guy. And that video where I said that, someone said something, I think it was a video, not a picture. Someone said about, what's the name of the guy? I'm saying of the guy, of the dog. Is it Mula or Mila or something like that? For some reason, I completely forgot she did adopted another dog. So, and for those who refresh my memory, thank you, and not bash at me for not knowing, even though I create videos every day, almost every day. All right, so there's this. You warmly invited as ever, coming spring 2025. All right, that was a week ago. So there's this here, from memory lane to the memories I'm making today. All right, so this I saw not here, but on X, because some squaddies shared this. There was some stuff where he said something about his heart, but his butt is bigger. But it's somewhere in here. Okay, so this is the recent one, I think. 9 hours ago. So that's the most recent one. Okay, 6 more days until our show launches on Netflix, celebrating the crew and everyone who helped make this happen. The countdown begins. This is good. Giving credit to the people who's we will never see if she didn't show it to us. The people who helped make her show possible. This is how good she is at giving others credit. So there's the music. Let me mute it already. And then let's just play it, and then I'll put my own music. And if I have something to say, you get to hear it without, trying to talk over the music. Okay, I think it's playing over. I'm sure these guys probably, this is like the easiest, and while they're doing it, they're having fun. She's barefoot. All right, so I think this is it. There's no more. All right, so now we are going on Twitter, and that will be the first tweet. I just wanted to go on her IG directly to be up to date. And I know some of you, okay, this is gonna be last, okay? Let me make sure I like it just in case. This is less. That's the article. I think this is it, right? Yeah, it is. So I just open it. I have it open already. So let's follow the list and the order that I put it. Okay, so this, I think, just the squad creating conversation. First they watch, then they envy, then they copy. Harry and Meghan are the blueprint. There's that. That's an old pic. Okay, every time. Let's pause this. That's an ad. Let's pause this. We just saw the squad have to do their things. Okay, Harry and Meghan are thriving on their own money, while the other lad play dress up on our taxes. No wonder they're being copied. Success speak for itself. Okay, so she retweeted that. Is that her again? Yeah, that's her 2 hours ago. Meghan's out here making real moves with her own money, while Kate stir gems on our taxes, and somehow Meghan's the one getting dragged. The media's bias is laughable. With love, Meghan. Alright, so let's see here. Is there music? Okay, so there's no reason for me to play this again because this is the thing we just saw. Okay, the post below seems relevant here. I just learned that the full Oscar Wilde quote about imitation is the sincerest form of flattering that mediocrity can pay to greatness. That last part, it matters. Alright. They are terrified of her because why are they all now attach themselves to food preparing? Her power. Oh, is that what they're doing now? I don't follow them, so I will not know. William and Kate look so awkward. Harry and Meghan at the IG really bothered Willie and Kitty. Oh, I think I posted that on my community board where I said I wanted to do the 60-minute review that I saw. I didn't watch it yet still. I'm still thinking about it. But as of now, the same way that I did a 60-minute review on, what's this guy name? It's a boy of that. Regarding the bullying. I did the review of that, but with Jason Kanoff, I'm still thinking if I should do it, but we already know it's the same repetition. We know they're gonna praise the other one. We know they're gonna elevate the other one. So there's no reason, and they're gonna lie their butt off. So there's no reason for me to, as of now, I feel like there's no reason for me to do the review because this is what they want. They want people to talk about them. So, and here I am, I'm still talking about them. So there's a possibility I may not do the review. And I'm holding on from watching that 60-minute, I think it's Australia. The interview was done. So I may not even do it. All right. If I change my mind, at least I'm holding on, not seeing it. So whatever that comes to mind, if I do decided to review it, it will be for the first time. Because I see on my channels, they're being recommended for me to watch it. I'm the one who's avoiding it. William and Kate look, okay, I read that. I think I have that blouse Meghan is wearing. I think it's Chloe. The way she mastered elegance, authentic couple. You can't stop the determination these two have to chart their own path in life. Okay, so let's go to the next tweet. I think there's more comment, but let's move on. Yeah, there's more comments. Let's move on. Sorry if you see your comment. All right, next one. She got the power to bring the laziest people in the world back to work. I stand a powerful queen. I think it's because of that. To bring the laziest back to work. The laziest people back to work. That's why I put this. Let's see here. There's the laugh here. Work. You too kind. Stunning. Ha ha. I think that would be the monarchy. Racist ass Brits. Okay. Nah. Okay, I don't know what this says. Work. HRH princess, which she will only be if her duchess title is removed. Princess Henry of Great. What does that mean? Oh, she's trying to make fun of because of the title. Oh, please. Let's see. There's two comments here and then. Okay, I'm embarrassed for you. Your desperation to be rude and mean didn't afford you the time to read the room. Read the room. Okay, so there's that. The titles. Yeah, Harry and Meghan don't care about the title. You could pause and read this. Okay, she's been doing all of this stuff that she's doing now, and you saw the video that I just shared with you on her IG. You know, she's been doing all of these things, and you know, her friend knows, people who've been following her since Tig, you know, there's all of that. She's not queen. Okay. I swear, these comments, they sound like childish. So stupid. On point. Also, Meghan got the racist duo smile at, shake hands with, and hug the peasant. Okay, that tweet is golden. Got a bookmark it for future usage. All right. Queen Meghan looking like a bag of chips and all of that too. All right, whatever. As if there's all of that. Okay, me. Okay, they're taking their time to come and comment. All right, let's black. Move on. Next. The best thing they could do is just move on. You see the post, just move on. But they still have to whine on the comments. Alright, so I'm not gonna play this again because we saw it. I think this was the one that I saw that maybe wanted to go on her IG to review the thing. Okay, I'm so excited, guys. With love, Meghan. Okay, it's only 14 seconds. We saw it. Can't wait. There's the heart here. She's so adorable. That's an ad. This explains why the leftovers were in kitchen setting today. Okay, so I learned something here. The leftovers. Where is this from? Can see it on her Instagram. Okay, come join the party. Yep, look fun, happiness. There's the loving eyes. I'm watching, can't wait. All right, next one. Now this has to do with bullying. I'm moving really quick. My main thing is to read the article for this video. Okay. It's horrible that marrying a man has resulted in such global bullying and unyielding hate, but the resilience Meghan and Harry have shown to keep moving forward and ignoring the BS is why I will forever respect them. You can never make me hate them or like that force of an institution. Okay, I 100% agree. It has actually had the opposite effect. I cannot stand them whatsoever. Their resilience on the unrelenting hate Meghan has received these past 8 years and counting makes them complicit in my eyes. I will support, defend Prince Harry and Meghan forever. Like I said, this is how they got me. I was minding my own business. I was just happy for her. That was it. And then I was seeing all the negative articles nonstop. And then I took a deeper dive into looking why. And on, I believe my last recording, a couple of days ago, I did say, you know, when I was looking into Harry and Meghan, why I questioned the headlines, because I know African American are not like that. There is no way that Meghan will behave the way that these people were saying on the headline. And then to back up my claim was the 2024 election. Okay, when you see the percentage of people who voted for decency, respect, integrity, rule of law, you see is African American. And that pretty much solidified what I was saying way before the 2024 election. Okay, not just the silence, but the clear participation, the removal of security, their safe home, which now sits empty. Okay, their safe home, which now sits empty. That's Fragmore Cottage. The clear manipulation through the media, the clear targeting of Harry and Meghan through their action and that of their partners and the press, plus the cover-up. And Harry told us, okay, the complicit with things during the Oprah interview.
I'm acutely aware of where my family stand and how scared they are of the tabloids turning on them.
Turning on them for what? They're the royal family.
Yes, but it's there is this invisible what's termed or referred to as the invisible contract behind closed doors between the institution and the tabloids, UK tabloids.
How so?
Well, it is to simplify it, it's a case of if you as a family member are willing to wine, dine, and give full access to these reporters, then you will get better press.
What do you care about better press if you're royal?
I think everyone needs to have some compassion for them in that situation, right? There is a level of control by fear that has existed for generations. I mean, generation
But who's
after
controlling?
generation.
Absolutely, their participation is real abhorrent. So true. One thing it has shown me is all the mega like brains in the media, that is for sure. But remember, the Murdoch brought his people over here. Okay, I spoke about this. When I come across certain things, I tend, for some reason, go to the root of the issue. You have Will Lewis, who was with Washington, with Wall Street Journal, then now with Washington Post. I cover the media aspect of things a lot and how it's being transferred into the US. So this should not be new to anybody. I don't even watch the news. Since the time I stopped making videos every day, I even stopped watching like Midas Touch and all of that. Occasionally I'll take a peek, but technically I know for a fact, I'm just gonna see the same nonsense that happened in the UK happening here. He's meaning the president, is trying to cover all his base. Anybody who speak against him, there's something big that's about to happen. Like I've said since the beginning of covering Harry and Meghan content, the storm is coming. There's something big he's trying to do. And in order to do that, he wants to get all mainstream medias, anyone who's talking, who's showing the light about things, he wants to make sure they're on his side. So when the truth come out, nobody will know the truth. Or when he's ramming through communities and do his crazy stuff, so nobody report it. So I already know the tactic. Go back to some of my old videos when I used to talk about what was the first thing that he did when he became president. What was the very first thing that he did? Is the gangs. He claimed he wanted to clear up the communities and all of that. Meanwhile, what was the intent that I told you guys? Even though I was okay with it because nobody wants gang in their communities and stuff like that. But the intention was so obvious, was when he's ready to go through the communities to do his disasters, so those tough guys don't give his people any resistance. So I already know. I mean, if you have faith, you will see things so clearly and you will probably predict. You will predict things that you will have an idea what the next move will be. Okay, I'm not surprised at all. I am not surprised at all. But once you have faith, God is in control. There's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to be afraid of. Because they the one who feel some sort of a fear of whatever, the boogeyman, whatever it may be. But at the end of the day, they're going to twist themselves in a pretzel. Whatever it is that they're trying to do, they are hurting themselves. Look at those MAGA people. They voted for hate, thinking that another group is going to be suffering. This is the whole thing. This is why now, literally the day after the election, during the election, once I find that he won, I was really devastated. And then a day after, I'll say, let me see, the election was what, the 5th? The 6th, I was devastated. I was down. I was depressed a little bit. And then when I come to my senses, I've been okay with it. I'm like, why am I depressed? Because if Kamala had won, this group, the amount of people who voted against their best interest, would have been the one who will prevent her from doing anything anyway. So there's nothing that's missing. So now that they are in reality, they voted for hurting other people, separate families, when we already know he had put kids in cages. This is not new. I've talked about all of these. So many of these people voted for that. The heartless, not thinking of well-being of others. Even some who literally have their own family who will be affected. They voted for that. So now, even though Trump is going with his promises, I'm not happy that those families are separated. You see things that happening. People build their lives. They invested in this country. They built on it. They bought house. They did this. They did that. And now he's destroying that. I'm not happy about that at all. But at the same time, it's really sad to say. But in order for them to understand it, it's very unfortunate they had to feel it. If people think of decency, empathy, respect, understanding, put yourself in somebody's shoes, you would have always voted the right way. So they didn't have that in them, so they had to experience, unfortunately. Okay, unfortunately. Hopefully they learn, especially the Cuban. Oh my God, I just can't. Let's move on. Let me finish with that. So true. One thing it has shown me is all the mega like brains in the media. That is for sure. Oh, I didn't want to go into it. That is for sure. I knew there were many gals after the way they treated Diana, but boy, Meghan came and showed up all the shadowy ones too. There's that. This is the thing. It's almost like what I just talked about. Okay, even if Kamala had won, you will see all these people who voted against their best interest will be the one who will be preventing her from moving forward. So we see everything come to light. Accountability. All right, so yeah, I'm just hoping I stay healthy. My family is healthy, so we don't have to be at a hospital or anything like that. But other than that, some of these people had to experience it in order for them to understand it. Okay, I think for me, it's how they treated Harry as one of their own. This is the thing. Okay, with many of these white women who voted against their best interests, thinking that they were gonna their vote will hurt black people or other minorities and all of that. So it's the same thing. They're part of the problem as well. So when these MAGAs are in power, they don't care about these women. The only thing they care about for them is for them to, these women to cook for them, open their legs, and that was it. They still don't get it, but oh well. All right, I think for me, it's how they treated Harry as one of their own. That's the women in the MAGA's world. Okay, that's the way that they will treat them, any way they want. They couldn't even pull back for him. The son and grandson they claim to love. Meghan is a stranger to them, so I expect no loyalty but Harry. I'd have expected them to protect the person he valued. All right. There's no comment here. If there were a response to that, I would have gone into it. You know what I like, Livy? By being relentlessly petty to her through the press, monarchy also tear down their own image. Again, like I was saying, the MAGAs, they're hurting themselves. Yeah, that's pretty much that. Yes. Yeah, I don't know. The similarity is so clear to me, so I'm not even bothered by their nonsense anymore. Okay, it's spiraling downward, and Camilla, I think, is it Camilla? Maybe Charles. Charles and the side piece don't have the appeal to stop it. Same goes for air and resuscitated. Right, that's the mumbo. All right, let's go to the next one. This has to do with bullying as well, and then the article. Oh my God, I'm already 30 minutes, so there's not that much response to that. Exactly, they didn't publish the finding to the public because they found nothing. If it was the other way around and had proof, believe me, they would not have wasted any time in sharing the findings and would have been on every single front pages of the gutter rags them bringing. Alright, that's regarding the bullying claim they did prior to the Oprah interview. And I've always feel like Meghan should have requested for them to make it public because they were so loud to bash her, okay, about the bullying. But when the finding comes, everybody stays down. You don't hear a peep about it. And I know some people commented in the comments saying in that particular video that I first, well, a couple times that I've mentioned it, but the last time that I mentioned it, that she has a copy of the finding and all of that. But yes, these people don't hold back for anything. But at least put it in the public forum for people to know. Alright, so this is a retweet. They never provided the evidence. You know why? Because there was no effing bullying. This was a lie made up by a fixer to tarnish Meghan's name before she did the Oprah interview. That's what I was saying. So that she loses credibility. Remember, William hid for a week without eating before the interview. They don't learn anything. They do not learn anything. And they continue that same pattern. That 60-minute interview that I was just talking about at the beginning of this video, I don't know why they did that. It's the same pattern that's repeating. It's showing themselves. The thing is that it's very unfortunate for William. His father has been doing the same BS ever since. And William hasn't learned from his father to not even try. The difference between Meghan and Princess Diana is that Meghan was in the public eye before meeting Harry. Meghan had a following. People knew who she was. They knew the type of person that she is based on things that she posted on her social media. So she had eyeballs on her before marrying Harry. And then she's been working in huge industries with people who are savages. Literally, the Hollywood scene is a savage. Okay, no matter how you look at it. Look at kids who've been, just look in that aspect. I don't want to go too deep into that. But she maneuvered it in a way, I would say, she mastered it. Where anybody who worked with her, will risk it all to speak on behalf of her because she is that good of a human being. So for them, meaning the institution, to go in that route consistently, knowing she had a huge following, she was in the public eye. Yeah, they could tell themselves that, oh, she was a D actress or whatever letter they want to claim it. But the fact that she was in the public eyes, okay? She attracted a lot of people who appreciate her humility, her work, her charitable work, and all of that. But they continue. They're banging their heads on the wall, expecting different results. Meanwhile, the world already knew who Meghan was. Okay? So there's one comment here, and then I'm going to go to the retweet. The bullying accusation, again, not long before Meghan's program is about to air. Isn't that a coincidence? Okay? I didn't even put that together. The 60 Minutes. Yes. It's the same pattern. These people are ridiculous. Let them show themselves. Okay, let's see what she put here. They never put... Okay, I read that already. What was this? Meghan Markle challenges royal family to offer evidence of bullying. Duchess requesting documents, emails, or text messages that prove allegation against her. Okay, that's Mirror. Meghan Markle requests to see emails and texts amid bullying allegation. The Queen is said to have passed the request to Prince of Wales, whose close aides are now reportedly searching the files. What is it? Omid Scobie and Chris Chip talked about the bullying allegation. This is how they feel comfortable. All right, this is how these people feel comfortable of using anybody. They decided to put somebody's name on the whatever document without the person's knowledge. Once the person is aware her name or his name is on the document and say, what the hell? Oh, he didn't say it like that, but I'm just paraphrasing. Like, to remove his or her name from whatever bullying claim they put. They just use somebody's name and then put it there. Here are the two videos that I have. One is Omid Scobie that was reporting about the bullying. There it is.
Scobie discussed some of that reporting with Access Hollywood back in September.
The allegations of bullying that Meghan faced in the workplace, in the royal workplace at the palace, are somewhat complex because we talk about allegations and accusations. We've heard the word bullying thrown around. In fact, even the palace put that on a press statement when they announced they were launching an internal investigation. What we haven't heard are any examples or anecdotes to back up these claims. And, when we spoke to many of the sources that helped us throughout this book, people who are for and some who are even not particularly on the side of the Sussexes, no one was able to give any information that supported or backed up those claims of bullying. And when we dug into it even further, we found out that the individual who had made the claims of bullying in the workplace at the palace was sort of speaking on behalf of a few others in the workplace. This was a concerned boss. He was their private secretary to the couple and to William and Kate, who had written to the Human Resources Department to air his concerns over how staff were feeling. Now, what we detail in the book, and I've already gone into detail with in the past as well, was that two of these individuals, when they heard that that complaint was made, immediately went to their boss and asked for the information to be rescinded. They wanted to take back any allegations of bullying. So that leaves a few question marks over what these bullying allegations are. We've yet to hear actually what happened. No one's come forward with that information, and the palace say that the investigation continues. We may not hear anything until next year. I would imagine it's something that the couple would like to put behind them. I know that they were very supportive of an investigation going ahead because it helps them get to the bottom of the matter as well. But so far, there's very little evidence to back it up.
And now, this is Chris Chip's part reporting it. It's almost identical as Omid's reporting. So here's Chris Chip's reporting on the bullying.
Royal household about someone who was, at the time at least, a very senior member of the royal family. Meghan was married to the sixth in line to the throne. And, this is very serious indeed. But one other thing that I've learned is that whilst this bullying claim was submitted by their then chief communications officer, the head of comms at Kensington Palace, the staff involved didn't know that had been submitted, and when they found out, they asked for it to be rescinded. So we've got quite a difficult story here about a bullying complaint.
All right, so that's that. Meghan Markle demands to see emails and texts on bullying allegation after senior palace aide accused her of unacceptable behavior towards two personal assistants as Prince Charles' staff sift through files. Okay, why is Billy's boyfriend being entertained? That's the thing. They got their back, or they got his back, I should say. They refuse to publish on purpose so they can use it as the never-ending smear campaign. Okay, this person gets it. This person gets it. This is why I said Harry and Meghan should request it for it to be published, because they will never finish with that. God forbid Harry and Meghan can no longer speak, or maybe in the future, when they're long gone, they will bring this again and then create a new finding out of nowhere when Harry and Meghan cannot defend themselves anymore. All right, let's read it. Let's pause that. They refuse to publish on purpose so they can use it as the never-ending smear campaign to always ensure people perceive sweet Meghan as angry black woman, because of course racist gonna racist, let them be. This is that. Alright, I wish there was a way Meghan can force them to release the report. Yeah, she needs to have them release it, because every time you think you move on from that, they're gonna bring it up. These people are masterful at this. They've been doing it for a very long time. Here's a clip to back up what I'm saying of something that I have.
When racism as such, as a philosophy, kicked in, was as a direct reaction to the abolitionist movement. The abolitionist movement driven by some of the leading intellectuals of the day, as well as driven by hundreds of thousands of ordinary people in this kingdom who signed petitions after petitions and presented them to the House of Lords. When the abolition movement really kicked in from the 1780s onwards, the planters had to respond. And so this is where you get the most virulent imagery about brutal, pagan, bestial black people in the literature and in the imagery.
Cartoons portraying black people as licentious and depraved began to circulate. The anti-abolitionist Edward Long wrote,
"The lower class women in England are remarkably fond of the blacks. In the course of a few generations more, the English blood will become so contaminated with this mixture as even to reach the middle and then the higher orders of the people. This is a venomous and dangerous ulcer that threatens to disperse its malignancy far and wide until every family catches infection from it."
Okay, and the other thing as well, when they need to remove themselves from whatever nonsense they put themselves in, okay, because they can't seem to mind their own business. They always have to bother somebody, and their nonsense always backfired. It always revealed the truth of their stupidity, and then they will resort to the bullying as always for something to cover up for their BS. Honestly, they designed the whole saga to make it a vague no smoke without fire forever smear. Simon Case has form for pulling this kind of stunts, did it, cabinet office, and got caught out. Squaddies, let them. Alright, so that's a TikTok video here. So let's listen to this. Oh, I didn't want to go into that.
So I've been using this thing called the let them theory. I love this. I want you to try it. Here's how it works. The next time you feel left out, your friends all go out to brunch together and they don't invite you. Let them. Or maybe the person you're dating doesn't want a commitment. Let them. Or perhaps your spouse does not want to do the 5K with you. Let them. Your company is laying people off. Let them. You spend so much time and energy trying to control other people and getting emotionally worked up about things that are beyond your control. You can tap into peace and true control if you let them be themselves. And here's the other thing. If you let them, people will then reveal who they truly are.
There it is.
And when they reveal who they truly are to you, you now know what you can choose next that's right for you. So let them.
It's almost like I was saying. Let them be in a pretzel. They're gonna reveal themselves. I didn't even see this video. I'm not even on TikTok. But anyway, so now here is why I did this video. There's the article, the tweet that making reference to the article of is it US Weekly? Okay.